Rinkti ir rinktis. Šaknis rink, renk, rank. Today we'll learn another important root in Lithuanian, and these are all three modifications of that root. Rink, renk, rank, and these are connected with the words collect and to choose. To collect and to choose. Today you'll learn 30 sentence examples as well as some very important expressions, some very important vocabulary that is absolutely essential if you're learning Lithuanian. And let's start our lesson. Rinkti, renka, rinko. Rinkti, renka, rinko. I collect stamps. Stamps are pašto ženklai, literally signs of post. I collect stamps. Aš renku pašto ženklus. Aš renku pašto ženklus. Rinktis, renkasi, rinkosi. Rinktis, renkasi, rinkosi. People more often, žmonės dažniau, choose cheap cars. Renkasi pigius automobilius. People more often choose cheap cars. Žmonės dažniau renkasi pigius automobilius. Žmonės dažniau renkasi pigius automobilius. More and more people, vis daugiau žmonių, choose sports. Renkasi sportą. More and more people choose sports. Vis daugiau žmonių renkasi sportą. Vis daugiau žmonių renkasi sportą. Why is this word žmonės, people, used in genitive case? Because the word, remember, the rules when genitive is used. Genitive is used when there is the word daug or mažai, a lot of or not many of. A small amount of. And if that word, adverb, daug, has another degree, it means more. Daug means a lot of, and daugiau means more, eu. Just like dažnai means often, and dažniau more often, the same is with daugiau. So it doesn't matter which degree of this adverb do you use, daug or mažai, daugiau or mažiau, daugiausia or mažiausia, you should always use the genitive case with these words, with these adverbs. Another sentence. The majority of people, dauguma žmonių, are more willing to choose or choose, mieliau renkasi, money than pleasure. Pinigus nei malonumus. The majority of people are more willing to choose money than pleasure. Mieliau means are more willing to. Mieliau renkasi are more willing to choose. Or more willingly choose. The majority of people more willingly choose money than pleasure. The majority of people more willingly choose money than pleasures. Dauguma žmonių mieliau renkasi pinigus nei malonumus. Dauguma žmonių mieliau renkasi pinigus nei malonumus. Now it's time to learn the prefixed verbs with this root. Rinkti, renka, rinka, to collect. You already know this verb, and now let's see what prefixed verbs there are. You know that the words marked with stars are for learners of basic Lithuanian. And these other words are not so useful if you're just a beginner or in the elementary level. So if you just want to learn useful words, you just learn only the words with the stars and the sentence examples with these words with stars. Parinkti means to choose something for someone, and Pasirinkti, later we'll learn the reflexive verb. Pasirinkti means to choose. You choose something for yourself. Pasirinkti. It will be a reflexive verb if you want to say to choose. And parinkti means to choose something for someone. This is an action done that you do for other people, not for yourself. Surinkti means to collect or to gather. Important verb. Next, nurinkti means to collect something from somewhere. In contrast to this word, aprinkti means to collect a bit or a little. Nurinkti means to collect something completely, to collect all of something, and aprinkti means to collect a bit. These two words have such difference. Now, important verb, atrinkti. Atrinkti means to sort out or to select. Išrinkti, another important verb, means to choose. Again, something for someone, not for yourself, but for someone. You'll see that in sentence examples. Perinkti, not so common, means to re-elect. Pririnkti means to collect a lot of something. This is a common verb. Collect a lot of something. If you have the word, the prefix pri, that means to do a lot of something. Pri. The result that you've got after you've done the action is a lot of something. This is the meaning of the prefix pri. Now let's again see what is the stress like in these words, in these verbs. With the infinitive parinkti, surinkti, nurinkti, aprinkti, išrinkti, the stress is on in. Parinkti, surinkti, nurinkti. You stress the letter n. Nurinkti, in. You stress the sound collocation in, more focusing on the consonant n. If you've got the second basic verb form or the present tense verb renka and it has a prefix, then the stress is on prefix. Parenka, surenka, nurenka, aprenka, atrenka, išrenka, perenka, prirenka. It doesn't matter which person, I, you, he, she, aš. Parenku, surenku, nurenku, tu parenki, surenki, nurenki, jis parenka, surenka, nurenka. The stress is on prefix. Rinko has the same stress as the infinitive. It doesn't matter if it has a prefix or not, it is always stressed on in, n. Again, the consonant is stressed the most. Rinko, parinko, parinko, surinko, nurinko, aprinko, atrinko, and so on. You get the system. I hope you understand. In some other prefix verbs lesson, I also told you the stress of the words, and the patterns were the same. The second basic verb form with prefixes in the present tense, the stress is on the prefixes, and on these other infinitive and past tense verbs, if there is a prefix, the stress is on the root. So remember that if you've got the present tense, the stress will be on the prefix. Now sentence examples. The teacher collected the tests of the students. Mokytoja surinko, the teacher collected the tests of the students. Mokinių testus. Mokytoja surinko mokinių testus, or testus, I guess. Mokytoja surinko mokinių testus. Testus. Mokytoja surinko mokinių testus. Surinkti means to collect. Now, nurinkti, to collect something from something. I collected all the berries, or I took all the berries, nurinkau visas uogas from the bush, nuo krūmo. Nurinkau visas uogas nuo krūmo. I collected all the berries from the bush. I took all the berries from the bush. Nurinkau visas uogas nuo krūmo. Next. NASA selected the candidates. NASA atrinko kandidatus for the flight to Mars. Skrydžiui į Marsą. NASA selected the candidates for the flight to Mars. NASA atrinko kandidatus skrydžiui į Marsą. NASA atrinko kandidatus skrydžiui į Marsą. Atrinkti means to select. Išrinkti, to select something, to choose something for someone. How to choose a good present for a friend. Kaip išrinkti gerą dovaną draugui. How to choose a good present for a friend. If you want to choose a present for yourself, you must say išrinkti. Then you choose something for yourself. Išsirinkti. This is the reflexive verb. But if you want to choose something for someone, you have to use this verb. Išrinkti. Kaip išrinkti gerą dovaną draugui. Next. The voters re-elected the president. Balsuotojai perrinko prezidentą. Balsuotojai perrinko prezidentą. Next. Yesterday I collected a lot of mushrooms. Vakar pririnkau daug grybų. Vakar pririnkau daug grybų. Remember, if you've got the ending u with nosinė, this is probably the genitive case, and if you see the word daug, with the word daug, you should always use genitive case. So when there is u nosinė, it means that it is plural genitive case most of the time. Now let's see some related words with this root. Rinkimai. Rinkimai. This means election and is in its plural, because I is a plural ending. When will the president's election be or happen? Kada bus, when will be, literally, this is the order of words in Lithuanian. Kada bus, when will be the president's election, the election of the president. Prezidento rinkimai. Kada bus prezidento rinkimai? Kada bus prezidento rinkimai? Rinktinis, rinktinė. Rinktinis, rinktinė. Exquisite or selected wines, rinktiniai vynai, cost a lot. Brangiai kainuoja. Exquisite wines cost a lot or cost a fortune. Rinktiniai vynai brangiai kainuoja. Rinktiniai vynai brangiai kainuoja. Brangiai means expensively. This is an adverb. Expensively. So they cost expensively. This is the literal translation, but we translate it as cost a fortune or cost a lot. And rinktinė means picked or selected or exquisite. Rinktinė. Rinktinė means national team, and this is a noun. Rinktinė, national team. Lithuanian national team, the Lithuanian national team, Lietuvos rinktinė, won the basketball match. Laimėjo krepšinio rungtynes. The Lithuanian national team won the basketball match. Lietuvos rinktinė laimėjo krepšinio rungtynes. Lietuvos rinktinė laimėjo krepšinio rungtynes. Rinkinys. It can mean a set or a collection of something, a collection of songs, of other forms of art, or a complex in fast food restaurants. A new song collection has been released. Išleistas. Išleistas means has been released. This is translated as the passive voice, and this is the passive voice. This is a participle. Išleisti means to release, and išleistas means has been released. So literally this sentence means has been released a new song collection, and we translate it as a new song collection, naujas dainų rinkinys, has been released. Išleistas. Išleistas naujas dainų rinkinys. Išleistas naujas dainų rinkinys. I would like a complex for kids. There is in Lithuania, in one of the fast food restaurants, there is such a complex in fast food restaurant called rinkinys vaikams. That it means a complex for kids, or just a collection, not a collection, but complex for kids. So if you go to the fast food restaurant and want to order this complex for kids, you say, I would like a complex for kids. Norėčiau rinkinio vaikams. Norėčiau rinkinio vaikams. Vaikams means for kids. Now we've got some other words that are very important, and we see how interesting this is. You've got the word rinkti and rinktis, to collect and to choose, and now the word hand, ranka, is made from this verb, is made from this root. So basically, ranka in Lithuanian means something by which you collect something. Something to collect with, to collect something. So these are all related in Lithuanian. We can see how the roots are related and how the noun for the word hand has been made from that word, from that verb to choose. Ranka, ranka. Give me a hand. Paduok ranką. Paduok ranką. This is imperative. Paduok ranką. Give me a hand. Next example sentence. While greeting, sveikindamiesi, sveikindamiesi. This is a second participle, a participle with the suffix dam. Sveikindamiesi, then this is a reflexive participle. Sveikintis means to greet, and sveikindamiesi, while greeting. It means while greeting people, žmonės, give each other, paduoda vienas kitam, a hand, ranką. So this sentence means while greeting, people give each other a hand. Just shake their hands. So paduoda means give. They give each other, vienas kitam, each other, to each other. Žmonės sveikindamiesi paduoda vienas kitam ranką. Žmonės sveikindamiesi paduoda vienas kitam ranką. Žmonės sveikindamiesi paduoda vienas kitam ranką. You learn this second participle with the suffix dam later. Now another sentence. Lovers walk. Įsimylėjėliai vaikšto. Arm in arm. Susikibę už rankų. Or hand in hand. That means they've got their hand in the other person's hand. The lovers walk hand in hand. And susikibti means to it's similar to the verb connect. Susikibti. Susikibti means to take each other's hand and to hold your hands. To take each other's hands už rankų. Už rankų means behind hands, literally, but susikibti už rankų means to take each other's hands and hold them. Susikibti. And susikibę is another participle. Susikibę, just like literally connected with the hands or something like that. So I won't go into a literal translation for this sentence anymore. This means lovers walk hand in hand. Įsimylėjėliai vaikšto susikibę už rankų. Įsimylėjėliai vaikšto susikibę už rankų. Įsimylėjėliai, lovers. Įsimylėjėliai. Įsimylėti means to have a crush on someone, and įsimylėjo, she had a crush on someone, and įsimylėjėlis, the suffix l makes a noun from this verb. Įsimylėjėliai, lovers. Okay, next word. Parankus. Parankus. It is very useful or handy, labai paranku, to learn from the internet. Mokytis iš interneto. Mokytis iš interneto. It is very useful or handy to learn from the internet. Mokytis iš interneto labai paranku. Mokytis iš interneto labai paranku. Once again, mokytis iš interneto labai paranku. You see, in the English you have the sentence, it is very useful to learn from the internet. While in Lithuanian, the sentence would be, is to learn from the internet is very useful. The order of words has reversed in Lithuanian. It's complete opposite than in English. You stress the learning from the internet, mokytis iš interneto, to learn from the internet. You stress this phrase, so that's why labai paranku is in as the last component of the sentence. Next, this time, šitas laikas, laikas means a time for meeting, a time for something. For me, man, is very inconvenient. Labai neparankus. Neparankus. Parankus can also mean convenient. So this sentence means this time, this meeting time for me is very inconvenient. This time is very inconvenient for me. Inconvenient. Neparankus. This time is very inconvenient for me. Šitas laikas man labai neparankus. Šitas laikas man labai neparankus. Šitas laikas man labai neparankus. If someone proposes you a time, if someone wants to meet at 5 o'clock, and 5 o'clock is a very inconvenient time for you to meet, then you say, šitas laikas man labai neparankus. It's a bad time to meet. It's inconvenient time for you to meet or to do something. Neparankus, inconvenient. This is the antonym with a negation prefix, ne. Next, įrankis. Įrankis. Woodworkers or carpenters have, staliai privalo, to be able to work, mokėti dirbti, with various tools, su įvairiais įrankiais. Woodworkers or carpenters have to be able to work with various tools. Staliai privalo mokėti dirbti su įvairiais įrankiais. Staliai privalo mokėti dirbti su įvairiais įrankiais. This is instrumental case. Įvairiais įrankiais. If you use the preposition su, the nouns and adjectives should be in instrumental case. Išrankus, išranki. Išrankus, išranki. Don't be so picky or fussy. Nebūk toks išrankus. Nebūk toks išrankus. Don't be so picky. Nebūk toks išrankus. Kids, very often kids, labai dažnai means very often. So, vaikai labai dažnai means children very often būna, are, išrankus maistui. Picky for food. Kids very often are picky for food. Vaikai labai dažnai būna išrankus maistui. Vaikai labai dažnai būna išrankus maistui. That means that children are very picky about what food they eat. They're not satisfied with the first available item. They won't. They may not eat something that they don't want to, so they are picky. Išrankus. Picky for food. Išrankus maistui. Ui. This is the dative case. You have to use the dative case if you say that you are picky for something. Picky about something. Vaikai labai dažnai būna išrankus maistui. Atranka. Atranka. The model casting, modelių atranka, will be, vyks, pirmadienį, on Monday. The model casting will be on Monday, or will happen on Monday. Literally this means the word order is on Monday will be the model casting, and we translate it as the model casting will be on Monday. Pirmadienį vyks modelių atranka. Pirmadienį vyks modelių atranka. The casting for X Factor, atranka į X faktorių. Atranka į X faktorių means the casting to X Factor, a TV show that is in Lithuania also. X Factorius. Atranka į X Factor. The casting to X Factor has already started. Jau prasidėjo. Jau prasidėjo atranka į X faktorių. Jau prasidėjo atranka į X faktorių. Again, the word order is like this. I translated literally. Already has started the casting to X Factor. Already has started. You put the particle jau already to stress the word already, because the casting to X Factor has already started. You stress the word already. So in Lithuanian, if you want to stress that it has already started, you put the particle in as the first word of the sentence. Jau. So you put jau as the first word, and you have stressed this word already. Jau prasidėjo atranka į X faktorių. Jau prasidėjo atranka į X faktorių. Now, again, some prefixed verbs, but this time only with reflexive verb. Rinktis means to choose. Important verb. You had sentence examples with that word in the first slide. And now, let's see what other verbs there are. And almost all of them are important. Pasirinkti, important, means to choose for yourself. Because remember, parinkti means to choose something for someone, and pasirinkti means to choose something for yourself. Next important verb, susirinkti. Susirinkti means to collect, or it can also mean the verb gather. Susirinkti, gather, or to collect or to gather. Susirinkti. Atsirinkti means to discern something from something. Discern. Atsirinkti. Atrinkti means to sort out or to select, and atsirinkti means to sort out or to select for yourself. So if you sort out something for yourself in your mind internally, that means you are discerning something from something. Atsirinkti. You see that all these meanings with all these prefixes are connected. And now, important verb, išsirinkti. Išsirinkti means to choose from a few options, is to choose for yourself. Išsirinkti, because išrinkti means to choose something for someone. For example, išrinkti dovaną draugui means to choose a present for a friend, and išsirinkti means to choose for yourself. Išsirinkti. You choose something for yourself, not for some other people. So that's why this is a reflexive verb. That's why it has the reflexive particle si. Išsirinkti. Išsirinkti. And prisirinkti. A not very important verb, but still. Prisirinkti means to collect a lot of something, or to gather. Again, gather. Just like susirinkti means to gather. I haven't written the second meaning, gather, and prisirinkti means to gather. But prisirinkti means when a lot of people gather together in one place, or you collect lots of something for yourself. If you say pririnkti, pririnkti also means to collect lots of something. You collect, for example, berries or mushrooms for someone. You collect it for your family, for your wife, it doesn't matter. But if you say prisirinkti, then it means to collect lots of mushroom or berries for yourself. Because, again, the action is reflexive here. You choose for yourself. You collect for yourself. That's why this is a reflexive verb. So, these all verbs are the same as the non-reflexive ones, except that these are related with yourself. The action is centered for yourself. Not centered, but directed to yourself. The action is directed to yourself. Now, you see that here are 1, 2, 3, 4 important verbs. And now let's see sentence examples with them for you to better know when will they be used. Okay, a lot of students, daug mokinių, nežino, don't know which profession, kokią profesiją to choose, pasirinkti. A lot of students don't know which profession to choose, or not profession, but specialization or job. Profession means a job or a specialization. If you just choose a job, choose an area you will work in, you choose a profession, not a profession, but in Lithuanian, profesija. So the sentence means a lot of students don't know which profession to choose. Daug mokinių nežino, kokią profesiją pasirinkti. Daug mokinių nežino, kokią profesiją pasirinkti. Again, they choose for themselves. They choose a job for themselves, not for others. Next, many of my friends or people that I know, daug mano pažįstamų, pažįstamas is a friend or a person that I know, so daug mano pažįstamų, a lot of my friends or known people have gathered, susirinko into this concert, į šitą koncertą. Į šitą koncertą susirinko daug mano pažįstamų. A lot of my friends or people that I know have gathered in this concert. Į šitą koncertą susirinko daug mano pažįstamų. Next. This is atsirinkti means to discern. A grown-up person or an adult, suaugęs žmogus, because augti means to grow, suaugti means to finish growing up, and suaugęs, this is a participle, a grown-up person, a grown-up man, žmogus means a person, suaugęs žmogus, a grown-up person, or an adult, must discern, privalo atsirinkti, kur tiesa, where is the truth, ir kur melas, and where is a lie. An adult must discern where is the truth and where is a lie. So an adult must discern the truth from a lie. Must discern the truth and a lie. Must see where is truth and where is a lie. Suaugęs žmogus privalo atsirinkti, kur tiesa ir kur melas. Suaugęs žmogus privalo atsirinkti, kur tiesa ir kur melas. Once again, suaugęs žmogus privalo atsirinkti, kur tiesa ir kur melas. Next, have you already chosen, ar jau išsirinkai a new car, naują automobilį? Have you already chosen a new car? Ar jau išsirinkai naują automobilį? Ar jau išsirinkai naują automobilį? Have you already chosen a new car? Išsirinkti means to choose for yourself. If, for example, this is very often used in the context of buying something. If you say that you need a new car and you are going through, or you need something else, you need a new computer, and you walk through the shops, you go through the shops and you are choosing a new computer or a new car, and in the end you choose, in the end you buy it. So the finished action is išsirinkti, means you have, išsirinko means have chosen and bought, for example. So have you already chosen a new car? Ar jau išsirinkai naują automobilį? Have you already chosen for yourself a new car? And the last sentence example, in the evenings, vakarais, šitoje kavinėje, in this cafe, a lot of people, daug žmonių, gather. So, vakarais, in the evenings, šitoje kavinėje, in this cafe, daug žmonių, a lot of people, prisirenka, gather. Vakarais šitoje kavinėje prisirenka daug žmonių. In the evenings, many people gather in this cafe. Vakarais šitoje kavinėje prisirenka daug žmonių. And once again, vakarais šitoje kavinėje prisirenka daug žmonių. That was a pretty long lesson, and this is the way things work in learning languages. We have one root that is very important, that has important phrases, important verbs. You have to learn all of them at once, and or you can just play this video again and again, and you will learn these words. So it's better than to learn all these words separately. And that was it for this lesson. Watch more of my vocabulary lessons, and good luck.